Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play King's Quest II, Romancing the Throne. It's time to see what becomes of King Graham after he was made king. Surely his adventuring days would be over after that, or are they? Let's find out. Sir Graham is now King of Daventry. Under his wise rule, Daventry is prosperous. He is loved by his people. Unfortunately, there is a problem. King Graham needs a queen for companionship and to provide an heir to the throne. He has searched high and low for the right maiden, but he remains alone. An idea comes to him. He goes into the magic mirror and looks into its depths. He sees a vision of a quartz tower. To reach it, he must pass through a magic door in the nearby land of Kalaima. The tower looks nothing like it did in the manual, but anyway. The scene then changes to show a beautiful girl locked within the tower. Graham now knows what to do. He removes his crown and puts on his adventurer's cap. And sets off for the land of Kalaima, because apparently the kingdom can do without him. Bravely he sets off to find the land of Kalaima and a beautiful maiden. Apparently he isn't needed in Daventry. And wouldn't you know it, we've already found the land of Kalaima. That was quick! I mean, you'd think that you'd have to take a ship or something. No, we're just there. There isn't even a harbor here or anything, so how he got here, I don't know. I guess maybe he sailed up to the shore and then they dropped him off in a rowboat or something. And it's not as if you take guards with you or anything if you were the king, going on a dangerous quest. I guess it's an honor thing, you know. He's king. He's an honorable king. He used to be a knight, so I guess he's supposed to do this alone. Oh well. King's Quest II was first released in 1985, and unlike King's Quest I, was never remade by Sierra due to the disappointing sales figure of King's Quest I remake. Oh, apparently if you don't do anything, the intro starts again. I'll walk around a bit then. There is an unofficial remake by AGD Interactive, which didn't just remake it, but greatly expanded on the story, characters, and the puzzles. They did a pretty good job, but as I said before, I'm sticking to official Sierra releases only for this series of Let's Play, so that's mean we're back to low-resolution EGA and a 3-tone sound, plus a noise track, which gives you this waves crashing against the beach effect, which I don't think you got if you used the PC speaker. What you do with the PC Junior sound system, which this is, emulating, or the Tandy sound system, which is basically the same, I think. Anyway, it seems like King Graham's getting a little lonely, and he set out to get laid. Because apparently he has ridiculously high standards, so no one in Daventry was able to meet those standards. And online dating hadn't been invented yet, so he decided to do what anyone in a generic medieval fantasy-style story would do: go and rescue a maiden from a tower. I heard they were pretty common back in the day. And so we have arrived in the land of Kalaima to find and rescue this maiden. It's basically the same concept as the first game, just a glorified fetch quest, except instead of 3 treasures we now have 3 keys to find. We'll also go about it the same way as we did before, by roaming around, picking up anything we can find, keeping an eye out for clues, and helping some people on the way. And of course we have to be careful of some enemies roaming around. Because, yes, like King's Quest I, we still have random death encounters in this game. Which, of course, means I'll be saving quite often, as usual. I'll also turn the speed of the game up a little bit. As before, it's always a good idea to look around on any screen to make sure that you don't miss anything important, because if there is anything important, it'll usually be pointed out. The glittering white sand of the beach feels warm from the sun. The azure water of the ocean laps up to its edge. Indeed. Seems Kolyma is a fairly nice place, at least from this angle. And because it has a western sea, it means that it is not actually circular in that direction, unlike King's Quest 1. It is still circular in the north-south direction, though. I'm going to head east first, just because I can. We're in a forest now, and at least the sound of the waves crashing is no longer interrupting me every 2 seconds. Many trees shade your way as you journey through the land of Kolyma. As well, there is a fence there. You see a low white fence, which is apparently fairly nondescript. So I guess that means that there's something there. Maybe another goat pen. Nope, it's a house. I wonder who lives here. It's certainly a nicer house than the only house in Daventry, which was that dilapidated woodcutter's hut. The cozy cottage is located in a thick wood. A patio shades the front entrance, and flowers adorn a window box. There's also a mailbox. The mailbox has the words Grandma's house on it. Well, it's still King's Quest. It's still a lot of fairy tale based, so I think you can guess where this is going. If this is Grandma's house, Little Red Riding Hood should be nearby. I wonder if she has any mail. Okay. Game, we're getting a little bit weird on the moral message here if you're gonna look through other people's mail, but anyway. Let's open the mailbox. Lo and behold, when you open the mailbox, you see a basket of goodies. Well, you know, I think I really shouldn't take those. They belong to Grandma, not me. There are some nice flowers here. Many flowers beautify these woods. I was looking at the flowers at the windowsill. I don't understand windowsill. You can see inside when you look through the window. It is hard to see any detail, though. Yes, because the windows are completely black. Can we get a flower? You had better things to do than to dilly-dally around picking flowers. Let's see if anybody's home. Grandma, perhaps? Or the wolf, perhaps? You knock loudly on the door and hear a muffled, "Come in!" Let's see if Grandma's home, and maybe she knows something about these magical keys and stuff. Grandma's in! Yay! This is the home of Grandma. It is comfortably furnished. Frilly curtains cover the windows. Flowers are in vases. Grandma is lying on a brass bed in a cloud of pillows and coverlets. Grandma looks pale and weak. She must be ailing. She is dressed in a warm flannel nightgown. White curls peek out from under a flannel nightcap. Talk to Grandma. Grandma is very weak. Her voice wavers as she says, "Good day, kind sir. I would like to offer you a cup of tea, but as you can see, I am ailing." And she has nothing else to say. Ask about door. Nope, this is not, in fact, the Colonel's bequest, so we can't ask people about stuff. Talk about door? You get no response from the about. Your grasp of grammar is strenuous at best, isn't it, game? Oh well, we have nothing for Grandma, because we are carrying nothing. I suppose we could maybe bring her the basket of goodies or something, but I don't know if that's such a good idea. We'll leave it where it is right now. And, well, this game is still not an RPG, so it won't really like it if we go rummaging around other people's belongings. It won't stop me from trying, though. You see, nothing special about the table, apparently. You can't do that. At least not now. Or ever. At least not for those drawers. Who's the picture? The man in the picture, actually. I guess they're paintings? Oh, come on. Dear God, this parser's terrible. Okay, nothing funny to be done here, apparently. It is actually possible if you go into Grandma's house that the wolf is there instead. The solution to that is just to go outside and try again. Because that makes perfect sense. I'm just gonna save here because I don't feel comfortable in a Sierra game going more than one screen without saving. Especially not in this one. Many trees shade your way as you journey through the land of Kalaima. Yes, we'd already read that description. I guess we're gonna keep going east. In general, it's... Oh, what the hell? Before I read that, I wanted to say, in general, it's a good idea to stay near the edge of the screen in case some baddie appears. In this case, actually, we appear to have run into Little Red Riding Hood. What is this? It appears you have run into Little Red Riding Hood. She looks a little troubled. Oh, really? Talk, girl. Tearfully, Little Red Riding Hood explains that someone stole her basket of goodies while she was picking a bouquet of flowers. Could you please help her find it? A basket of goodies? I saw a basket of goodies. It's in the mailbox, you dumb broad. Oh. Of course, it has to be with an apostrophe. Won't understand it then either. Who would steal a basket of goodies and then put it in the mailbox of the intended recipient? That's a very thoughtful thief. But apparently, Little Red Riding Hood hadn't thought of that, so we're gonna get that basket. Now we are carrying a basket of goodies. There are many good things to eat in the basket of goodies. Can we eat them? Yum yum! The snacks from the goodie basket sure are tasty. I sort of want to know what her reaction is if we give her the empty basket. I have no idea. I have to find her again, though. She shows up in a couple of different screens. She might be here, she might be to the left of the house. If I can't find her quickly, I don't think she shows up here. This is a poisonous lake. This lake is foul and stinking. It may be poisoned. All vegetation looks dead around it. Ooh, Graham, watch out! A poisonous lake! Yes, I'm contractually obliged to do that every single time we come across something that's poisonous. If you have no idea what that was a reference to, wait until King's Quest V, you'll figure it out. Come on. I want to give you an empty basket just to see what you say. But you have to show up somewhere first. Well, this is pointless. Oh, there she is. Let's try this. Give basket to girl. Humbug. You ate the goodies out of the basket. Why would you think she would want it now? No reaction. Damn it. Oh well, we'll do this properly in the next video.